Closing statements now. We're almost out of time. Dr. Ryan, you started. If you could start the closing and leave the final remarks, the Treasurer can make those. Thank you.
Thanks, Kieran. Look, this is the most beautiful and lucky of countries, but we can do better. In not taking effective action on climate change, we are missing out on the greatest economic opportunity of our generation. The thousands of people from Kooyong who have spoken to me in the last few months have told me that they do want action on climate change. They want integrity and honesty in government. But most of all, they want a local member who will represent them. The legacy of Mr. Frydenberg's government is going to be a toxic miasma of division, disappointment and debt. We need to do better. We need to be faster, fairer and more just. This government has done nothing good for us in the last 9 years. This is a government in which people are held limited by their own party structures and by their own ambitions. For Mr. Frydenberg, politics is about power. For me, it's about people. As the member for Hawthorn, I will represent you with integrity and honesty. I will always be answerable to you, not to my party's system and not to my own political ambitions, but to you, the people of Kooyong.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan. Treasurer?
Politics for me is about people, thank you, Monique. It's about Jen Williams, whose son, Tom, is on the NDIS, who approached me in my office to help him and came out publicly and said, "Thank you, Josh, for what you did to help us." It's about small business like Eddie, who runs the Grosvenor Dry Cleaning in Kew, who's got 7 workers, whose doors were pretty much closed during COVID, but JobKeeper saved him. Or it's about Bob Stewart in the High Street in Kew, who's been there 100 years and were fearful that even having survived the Great Depression would not survive COVID. Yet we were there and now they're coming out of it stronger than ever. For me, politics is about my local community, a community that I grew up in and a community that I'm raising a family in. But Australia has very big issues. Climate change is one of them. Coming out of COVID and securing our recovery is another. And dealing with a much more unstable regional environment is another important priority. We do not in Australia need the uncertainty, the chaos and the confusion of a hung parliament. We need the stability and strength and certainty of government. I have a lot of work still to do. I need your support to do it at the ballot box. Thank you very much.